considering how technology is going to transform the way that we teach, the way that students learn, and the structure of the school itself. We have to consider what deep down are we trying to communicate through these changes? Because I think technology has a purpose in disseminating information, in storing information, and in aiding us in creating new information. So what I mean by aiding us is, for example, animators used to have to draw out their animations and when they made movies, but now they do it all entirely through technology and through through computerized drawing. So what we have to consider is, what purpose or role does technology have in changes to the way that we consider human learning, the purpose of human learning, the goal for our learning? Like, what are we trying to get out of our learning? And I think that we are a society deeply questioning these ideas. And I think that because technology so visually represents change to us, we can use this technology to drive deeper changes in regards to how we communicate our thoughts and our ideas, and how we learn skills and tools and strategies to help us communicate these thoughts and ideas, and then to sort of create a society out of those thoughts and ideas. Because I think that's the goal of education, is to build us up to be able to produce, create, consider within the context of the society. So, keeping that in mind, I thought it was very interesting when I researched this university that is entirely online. Because what's interesting about this university is that the leaders of this university believe in cross-curricular curriculum. So, like, a curriculum that, maybe in which the math class and the English class have some components that align, that make the students feel like all of the pieces of this picture are being put together. And there are universities and schools that already think that way without technology, but I think the technology allowed this person to push his or her platform in a way that aesthetically appeared to be novel. So sometimes we need that kind of like flash and flare to make us think, oh, this is something new. So considering that, I do think that the technology itself is also going to change the way that we think. And what I mean by that is, I was thinking about how I learn and my students learn by taking notes and by remembering information. And a lot of times I just teach them through application, because my kids usually don't go home and do homework and things like that. But I thought, if there was some sort of application through which the students could take notes on information, or let's say I told them, write questions about what you learned today so you can remember and apply it. And what if there was an app where they could write those questions, and then, like, as they're going home, boom, their phone pops, like how a Facebook notification pops up now. It pops up with that question, and the students have to answer that question and practice that question. That could be a really cool thing. And I think there is probably going to be something like that invented in the future. Another thing that is really helping to transform education is just simply that we can record now. So I can record videos. I can record videos of my classroom, and I can share them with other teachers so that I can get feedback, and also so that I can help other people consider how they want to transform their practices. Just as I can look at their videos to help me with my practice. Another thing, I think that it's going to change the learning environment in terms of the creativity through, like, the available platforms of creativity for the students. So instead of just writing a composition, students can record a video now. I mean, they used to be able to act, but now they can record a video, and then they can edit the video. Another thing I found really interesting is that, I already discussed that, I guess, with the digital rollout. So I think that what's really important, the keynote to take away, is that Our minds are already perceiving new ways to teach, and a lot of it's very student based. And I think technology is just sort of like a visual and very eye shocking kind of like gimmick through which we can make those transformations. But I also do think that it's a very effective tool that will, in some ways, help us to think more critically and to change the way that we think at a faster rate than we might have otherwise.